Just going to do a little bit of kirtan, and then after that, we'll bring him down. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivanadari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivanadari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Why don't you ask her if she wants to give a class? Subhadra, please ask her.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Ask her. Stop playing the mudanga and ask her.
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivanadari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Please chant along, everyone. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Just tell her, get her permission.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay, can you do that?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Jaya Radha Shama Sundarada Shama Sundarade. Jaya Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Jaya Radhe Sham. Radhe Sham, Jaya Sitaram, Lakshman Hanuman, Sitaram, Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Nitai Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda Radha Gokula Nanda Radha Gokula Nanda Shri Radhe. Radhe Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada Nitya Gora Haribol 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 Nitya Gora Haribol. Shishi Radha Gokulananda ki, Shishi Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shishi Gauranitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So now we're going to have a reading. So please, if everyone can just sit facing towards the Vyasa-san. And thank you so much. So you could just sit on the side and then we're going to do some reading. Haribol.
So welcome everybody to today's Bhagavad Gita class. Today we're going to be reading from the Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 2, entitled Contents of the Gita Summarized. So in this chapter, Lord Krishna is summarizing most of the contents of the Gita. Chapter 1 started off with Arjuna being perplexed on the battlefield, and then he turns to Krishna for advice. And then in this chapter, Krishna gives so much nice, valuable wisdom to Arjuna when he's in the perplexed about his duty in life. So these instructions are also very valuable for all of us, because many of us, we also face perplexities in life where we don't understand what our duty is. So Krishna gives nice instructions, starting off with what our identity is. In order to understand what our duty is, first we need to understand what our identity is. So Krishna starts by explaining what our true identity is in this chapter. And so today we're going to be reading from verse 18. So I'll read the Sanskrit, and the Sanskrit's up on the board, so you can all repeat after me. Antavanta ime deha Nityashokta sharirina Anashino prameyasya Tasmad yudhyasva bharata Antavanta ime deha Nityashokta sharirina Anashino prameyasya Tasmad yudhyasva bharata Antavanta ime deha Nityashokta sharirina Anashino prameyasya Tasmad yudhyasva bharata. Would anyone like to recite the verse? Antavanta ime deha Nityashokta sharirina Anashino prameyasya Tasmad yudhyasva bharata. Antavanta ime deha Nityachokta Sharirana Anashino Prameyasya Tasmadyudhyasva Bharata Antavanta ime deha Nityashokta Sharirana Anashino Prameyasya Tasmadyudhyasva Bharata. Thank you. So now we'll do the word for word. Antavantaha, perishable. Ime, all these. Deha, material bodies. Nityasya, eternal in existence. Ukta, are said. Shariranaha, of the embodied soul. Anashina, never to be destroyed. Aprameyasya, immeasurable. Tasmat, therefore. Yudhyasva, fight. Bharata, O descendant of Bharata. So now I'll read the translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki. So please pay attention and try to think of something that resonates with you. Then after, you can also share it with everyone. Because somebody else was actually supposed to give this class, but they didn't come. So I'm also reading the verse for the first time. So let's try to put our minds together to bring out the meaning of this verse together. So the material body of the indestructible, immeasurable, and eternal living entity is sure to come to an end. Therefore, fight, O descendant of Bharata. Purport. The material body is perishable by nature. It may perish immediately, or it may do so after 100 years. It is a question of time only. There is no chance of maintaining it indefinitely. But the spirit soul is so minute that it cannot even be seen by an enemy, to say nothing of being killed. As mentioned in the previous verse, it is so small that no one can have any idea how to measure its dimension. So from both viewpoints, there is no cause of lamentation, because the living entity, as he is, cannot be killed, nor can the material body be saved for any length of time, or permanently protected. The minute particle of the whole spirit acquires this material body according to his work, and therefore observance of religious principles should be utilized. In the Vedanta Sutras, the living entity is qualified as light because he is part and parcel of the supreme light. As sunlight maintains the entire universe, so the light of the soul maintains this material body. As the spirit soul is out of this material body, the body begins to decompose. Therefore, it is the spirit soul which maintains the body. The body itself is unimportant. Arjuna was advised to fight and not sacrifice the cause of religion for material bodily considerations. So before I begin to speak, I'd like to offer some prayers to our spiritual masters, by whose grace we have received this knowledge. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshururmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swaparantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Parakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shundavadi Paschata Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So I'll read the verse once again. The material body of the indestructible, immeasurable, and eternal living entity is sure to come to an end. Therefore, fight, O descendant of Bharata. So, how many of you are familiar with the Bhagavad Gita as it is? You've read the Bhagavad Gita? Yeah? So the Bhagavad Gita, it's a conversation between Arjuna and Krishna. So here Arjuna, he in the beginning of this chapter, Arjuna admits to Krishna that he doesn't know what is his duty, and so he surrenders to Krishna and asks him to please tell me for certain what is best for me. So now Krishna, he has begun his instructions, and he starts off by describing, by first of all telling Arjuna what his identity is. Because, in order to know what we need to do, then first we need to know who we are. Then we can understand what our duty is. So in this verse, Krishna is telling Arjuna that, that you're the soul. And he's giving, in this verse, he's describing the characteristics of the soul. That the soul is indestructible. It cannot be destroyed by any weapons, because Arjuna, he's on the battlefield and he's thinking that, how can I kill all my family members and my friends? So here, Krishna is telling Arjuna that actually you can't kill them, because the soul is indestructible, and also it's immeasurable. Because maybe Arjuna was thinking that I can't see the soul, I can only see the body. But here Krishna is saying that the soul is very small. It's so small that it's immeasurable. So we shouldn't try to see the soul, but rather, Prabhupada explains in the purport that we can perceive the soul by consciousness. When we experience that there's consciousness in the body, then that's the proof that the soul is there. Just like as soon as the soul leaves the body is still there, but there's no consciousness. So then we can understand that the soul is gone, and therefore the body is dead. So, so the soul cannot be seen, but it can be perceived by its symptom, which is consciousness. And then Krishna says also that the soul here is eternal. The living entity is eternal. So even though the soul may have to leave the body, it never dies. It just goes to another body, which is suitable for its residence. And the body is sure to come to an end. Therefore, there's no need to be depressed upon by killing the body, because he's telling Arjuna that you don't need to be depressed, that you have to kill your family and friends, because anyways they're going to have to give up their bodies sooner or later. So there's not much loss by killing the body, because the body is sure to die, is sure to come to an end. And so he tells Arjuna, therefore fight, O descendant of Bharata. But in another purport, Prabhupada also mentions that this is no excuse for killing animals. That although the body does die at a certain point, we have no right to kill anybody's body. And that's a great sin, to kill somebody's body, because everyone has a duration that they have to live in the body. Everybody has a karma that they have to enjoy or suffer certain things with their body, and that's all arranged by the supreme will of the Lord. So we don't have any right to put an end to anybody's life. But here the case is different, because Arjuna, he has a duty to fight, because he's a kshatriya, and Krishna, his plan is to establish the righteousness in the world, to establish religion. As he says in the Bhagavad Gita, he says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata adbhutanam adharmasya tadatmanam shrijamyaham. That whenever and wherever there is a decline in the principles of religion, at that time I descend. And he descends to, then in the next verse he says, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chaduskritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. That to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants and to reestablish the principles of religion, I descend myself millennium after millennium. So so this is Krishna's mission on this world, in this earth. And in order to establish religion in the world, it's important to have a religious leader or a righteous leader. So Krishna wanted that the Pandavas, who are the greatest devotees, they were the most righteous people. They were the greatest followers of religion. Indeed, Yudhisthira Maharaj, his other name was Dharmaraj. Because he was the best of the followers of religion. It was said that he was so religious that he never told a lie in his life, and his chariot or his feet, he wouldn't even touch the ground. He was on such a elevated position because his practices, his character was so perfect. And so Krishna wanted such a person, such a devotee of the Lord, to lead the people so that the whole world could be religious and they could all be happy. I was just reading today earlier in the Bhagavatam. It is explaining that during the reign of Prithu Maharaj, that all the whole land was producing so much grain. All the oceans were giving pearls and jewels. The rain was the clouds were giving enough rain, and the earth was yielding so much produce, so much nice fruits, vegetables, and grains, and even the weather was just right. It was not too hot, not too cold, and all of this was because there was a saintly king, Prithu Maharaj, and he was performing sacrifices to Vishnu. So in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains that by performing sacrifices, Krishna explains that all living entities, they subsist on food grain. He says, Anad bhavanti bhutani parjanyad annasambhava yagyad bhavati parjanyo yagya karma samudbhava. That by performing a sacrifice, that all living entities subsist on food grain, and food grains are produced from rains. And that rains, they are produced of sacrifice, and sacrifice is born of prescribed duty. So, in order to get our grains, we need rain. And even if we invent like different irrigation systems, ultimately, we're depending on the rain to nourish to fill up the reservoirs of water under the ground that we draw water from. So without rain, we can't produce any food. And then, how do we get good rain? Nobody can control the rain. The rain comes when Krishna is pleased with us, when we perform sacrifices. So sacrifices means work performed for the pleasure of the Lord. And for each age, there is a particular sacrifice that is prescribed. And for this age of Kali, it is the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. That is the sacrifice that is prescribed for this age of Kali. It said, Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar Nama Hoite Harisarva Jagatanishtar. That in this age of Kali, the chanting of the holy names of Lord Krishna, that is the only way of deliverance. And by taking to this holy name, one can achieve all perfection in life. So all the scriptures recommend that in this age we should chant the holy names of the Lord as the best and most easiest way of pleasing the Lord. And when we please the Lord, then everything becomes perfect. All the rain comes just as much as required, not too much, not too little. And the earth produces everything that we need. And even all living entities, they become happy also when the Lord is pleased. Because when we please the Lord is a supreme whole. And so when we please the Lord, then everybody becomes happy. There's a nice verse in the Srimad Bhagavatam. It says, Yathataror mula nishechanena tripyanti tatskanda bujo bhajaka pranopahara chayatandriyanam tathaiva sarvarhanamachyutejam. That the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it starts off by saying that just as by putting food into the stomach, all the parts of the body, they become nourished. And just as by watering the root of the tree, all the different branches and leaves of the tree, they become nourished. So similarly, by rendering devotional service to the Supreme Lord, all the demigods and everyone else, they become fully satisfied. So this is the prescribed process that Krishna recommends to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. He says that we should do our duty, but we should do it for the satisfaction of Vishnu. And by offering all of our results to Krishna, then that's the way we can attain perfection in our human form of life. So I think that's what I have to say for this verse for today. So would anybody like to add anything or have any questions? Yeah, that the soul is so small that it's immeasurable. Sometimes it's said to give us just an idea, an estimate of the size of the soul. They say that if you take like the tip of the hair, or like, the point, the space occupied by a pinpoint, and you divide that in by 10,000, that's the size of the soul. So we can understand how tiny the soul is. Basically, it's immeasurable. That's what it's saying here. Yeah, so the soul is very small, but because it's a part of Krishna, it's the same in quality as Krishna. So even though it's very minute, it still has the same qualities as the Lord, just in minute portion. So the soul also has great power, even though it's very small. And actually, it's limited by this material body. But when we get free from this material body, the limiting material body, then we can exhibit great powers. Like the great yogis, they manifest so many powers. Like there are 8 siddhis or perfections, and that some of them are that they can become bigger than the biggest. They can become smaller than the smallest. They can get whatever they like. Just as soon as they desire something, they can just have it in their hand. They can control people and all these different things. So the soul has great power. We just need to uncover it by different process. There are different processes of uncovering the soul's power, and the easiest and most recommended way is the process of bhakti yoga, because by that process we connect with Krishna, and then in that process we give up this material body and we attain a spiritual body, which is also the same in qualities with the soul. So it never becomes old, it never becomes diseased, it never dies, and that is our natural position. And with that body, we can do wonderful things. We never have to suffer. So that's the goal we're trying to attain. Does anybody else have any questions, comments? Stones? No, stone, I think they generally they don't have souls. Although there is mention in the scriptures of mountains who are personalities, like in Vrindavan there's a mountain called Govardhan Hill. So that's a personality. Similarly, the Himalayas also described as a person. For example, in the Bhagavatam you find that Parvati, the wife of Lord Shiva, she was the daughter of the Himalayas. So that means the Himalayas is also a person. But generally just like a rock, it doesn't have a soul. Mm-hmm. far as I understand. Okay, yeah. So maybe we can just do kirtan then till the arti. We'll have 15 minutes left till the arti starts. Thank you for patiently listening. Shri Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Krishna prastaya bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta iti namine Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna prastaya bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta iti namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachadine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschitya Deshatarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachadine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschitya Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadikora Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,